Alright, masih di APMF X Opal. Hari ini barengan sama Willy Winarko. And of course, today we have another speaker. We have AVP and Head of Business Solution and Strategy Lead dari Indosat Digital Analytics. We have Kak Naomi Michelle. Halo, halo, halo. Wah, ini emang capek ya Kak, kayaknya boothnya jauh banget soalnya ini.
Jauh banget.
Yeah,
sampai gak hafal kayak selamat datang.
So booth kita memang sebelah-sebelahan ya kebetulan ya di APMF hari ini. Alright, so first off mungkin bisa cerita dikit gak sih untuk Kak Naomi, what's been happening and definitely just introduce yourself to everybody that's watching.
Of course. So hi guys, my name is Naomi. I've been working in the advertising technology sector since 2016. Jadi emang beneran fresh grad. Udah masuk ke media periklanan gitu ya. Fokusnya di OH, tapi we're combining that media dengan the advertising technology side-nya. Jadi kayak ada dashboard yang kayak ngasih real life impressions gitu-gitu.
Yeah.
Lalu setelah itu my company got acquired by Gojek.
Oh,
So I moved to Gojek.
Okay.
And there again kerjanya juga sebagai fokusnya brand partnership tapi dari sektor advertising technology. Which is very interesting karena kayak kita ngehubungin B2B right, companies, tapi sole purpose-nya atau main fokusnya tetap gimana caranya kita bisa memberdayakan customer dan mitra-mitra. Karena kan Gojek is very big on social impact kan.
Yep, true. I see. And so you transfer that as well ke Indosat sekarang nih, ya kan? Karena ini Indosat Digital Analytics is kind of different dari yang biasa kita pakai di handphone kita masing-masing ya. So what's the difference mungkin untuk teman-teman yang menonton? Karena mereka kebanyakan adalah anak-anak kuliah ya.
Jadi if we're talking about Indosat gitu kan, Indosat tuh besar gitu. And the way the company is structured is divided into consumer focus and business focus. Gitu. Kenapa gitu? Banyak yang nanya kan. Karena kalau nggak dibedain nanti jadi fokusnya nggak masuk nih gitu kan. Jadi kayak memang ada satu tim yang khusus, satu departemen yang khusus fokusnya adalah untuk memberdayakan, untuk solving consumer needs kayak gitu. Nah, sedangkan kalau yang di bisnis ini we were thinking more ahead gitu. Kayak now that we have served our direct customers, kira-kira apa lagi nih? What kind of impact that Indosat can give to the overall ecosystem of Indonesia gitu kan. Jadi makanya kenapa kita mulai kayak oke, yuk kembangin Indosat Business yuk gitu. Dan di sini juga Indosat Business benar-benar kayak kita partnering dengan big companies gitu ya. Mulai dari yang memang fokusnya deket core telco, bahkan sampai ke teknologi, bahkan sekarang yang lagi happening banget tuh AI.
Of course.
Gitu kan. And data gitu. So that's where we're currently heading towards.
I see. So I guess this one is a data analytics services buat tech companies and yeah. So kalau misalnya ngelihat perkembangannya, kira-kira perkembangan industri kayak gimana nih Kak?
Wah, kalau ngomongin dengan industri landscape yang sekarang ya, apalagi semua orang tuh sekarang lagi dikejar-kejar banget sama yang namanya AI gitu kan. Of course, kedepannya everything will be more automatic gitu ya. Semua akan di-automate. Dan gimana caranya nge-automate kalau lo nggak punya datanya, gitu. Kalau lo nggak punya basisnya. Making any kind of decision or improving your technology, kalau nggak ada basis data yang bisa empower itu, that will not happen.
I see.
Gitu. So makanya kenapa Indosat kayak okay, this is the right time for us to actually go into that direction.
That makes sense. Dan pastinya with you on the helm juga kita juga bisa melihat gitu ya, ternyata you're making moves on this sector as well gitu. Talking about what's happening as well, is there a difference in marketing towards the business side dibanding ke consumer side?
If we're talking about the approach and strategy, of course different ya. Karena kalau kita ngomongin ke consumer kan, gimana caranya kita bisa present di sana. Makanya kalau kalian mungkin aware nih, Indosat tuh untuk consumer kayak we created a lot of approaches kayak misalnya collaboration, Stapora gitu. We're empowering that ecosystem for SMBs bahkan gitu. Karena again gitu, sekarang tuh banyak banget orang-orang atau kayak misalnya consumer yang juga kayak nyambi bikin usaha kan.
Of course.
Gitu. Meanwhile kalau kita ngomongin B2B, the key things that everyone has to focus on is what kind of solutions that we are able to provide. What is business, right? Apa
Yeah.
sih sebenarnya kebutuhan bisnis?
Yeah.
Apa problem yang mau kita solve? It's very simple. Either you generate more revenue for them, or you help them minimize costs. Gitu.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Kayak oke, gimana caranya biar Anda lebih cuan?
Betul.
Jatuhnya gitu ya.
Betul. Kalau nggak cuan, saving.
Betul. Jadi it's that it's maybe is it a lot more simpler than going to the consumer?
Oh, every side has its challenge.
And it's challenges. Okay, what's the challenge then?
Okay, when we're talking about going to the business side ya, mungkin prinsipal gitu. Biasa bisnis kebutuhannya lebih kompleks.
Oke.
Kalau consumer misalnya kayak apa sih? Kayak gue butuh kuota buat browsing, gitu kan. So
Yeah.
the key, okay, I wouldn't say the key, tapi kayak one of the things that our team has to focus on adalah gimana caranya Indosat bisa kasih reliable signals,
Oke.
affordable packages. A few lah ya.
Yeah.
Tapi
yeah.
when we're talking about business, mereka tuh butuh kayak misalnya kayak, oh gue ada masalah nih di supply chain gue,
Yeah.
atau misalnya kayak I have a trouble to acquire users, atau kayak I wanna branch out to new locations, atau I wanna conduct a certain research, but I don't know what to do. Atau kayak misalnya I have plenty of data, I know my customers, but I don't know their behavior outside of my ecosystem.
Okay.
Gitu.
Yeah. So this is interesting karena memang ya kita melihatnya cuma dari consumer side biasanya.
Betul.
Gitu kan. Kalau di sini ini agak sedikit berbeda nih dan
Yes.
approach-nya juga pasti akan sedikit berbeda.
Karena lebih kompleks.
Oke, kalau kita ngelihat ke dunia advertising juga gitu ya, makin canggih, ada targeted ads, ya kan ada fitur-fitur, ya pokoknya yang super canggih lah gitu. Kalau
Yes.
kalau buat Mbak Naomi sendiri, especially you're doing the data thing as well gitu. How important is it untuk marketers untuk tahu dan juga ngulik itu semua?
Very, very important. Before we came into the picture gitu, karena again advertising tuh udah jauh banyak banget, lama banget kan.
Ya.
Dan selalu yang menjadi pertanyaan adalah gimana caranya kita bisa memaksimalkan budget yang kita udah berikan atau udah kita invest untuk dapetin return of that investment.
True.
Atau all of these marketers call it ROI, gitu kan, return of investment. Kalau kita ngomongin digital, karena iklan tuh ada banyak nih channelsnya nih, medianya, bentuknya, gitu kan.
Betul.
Mostly kita bagi jadi offline and online or digital. Kalau digital itu kita punya yang namanya cookie. So far tuh kita ada cookie untuk nge-track nih ya, gitu kan. Data-data ya mungkin behavior dari pelanggan-pelanggan, gitu. But now rumor has it, harusnya di tahun ini kita udah ada cookie, kita udah menjadi cookieless world. In a sense that there is no more cookies gitu. That's why first party data such as telco becomes very important. Because if you implement this correctly, you'll be able to target the right user at the right time in the right place. And therefore, if everything is correct, you will have a better ROI. Gitu.
I guess it is ya katanya orang kan, it's the age of information.
Correct.
It is the age of information.
Betul.
Tapi that's what it means gitu. It's that if you have the information, the right information, the right tools, at the end of the day you can make better decisions. You'll be better informed, and of course cuan. Lebih cuan. Gitu.
That's what everyone wants.
Exactly. So mungkin this is some of my last questions.
Sure.
You look very young to be a, you know what I'm saying. You look really young to be in your position right now. So mungkin untuk anak muda di luar sana gitu kan, what is your, how did you do it?
Okay, I'm gonna sound very religious now, but everything is thanks to the Lord. Okay, so don't ever, pindah atau think otherwise. Because where I am right now is all thanks to the God. But I also believe in putting hard works, putting what it needs gitu ya, investing in yourself. So work etiquette, being a hard worker is super important. Gitu. And while most people say that money is important, they are. Don't get me wrong.
Iya. Uang penting ya tetap
Betul. I mean, mau makan pakai apa kan?
Iya, betul.
Yes. But at the end of the day, especially when you just started or your career atau baru mulai merintis.
Yeah.
Money is not the most important.
Mm.
You need to take time and your brain and your heart to learn. Always be eager to learn. Karena kalau misalnya kita nggak mau berusaha belajar, kita nggak mau jadi orang bawah dulu, you won't have what it takes to be up there. Or you could go up there, but you will not have the character or the capacity to sustain the achievements.
I like that. Kalau dari tadi kita udah ngomongin tentang informasi untuk companies, untuk perusahaan-perusahaan besar gitu kan ya,
Yeah.
data analytics, so on and so forth.
Oh.
Tapi kita sebagai individu, anak kuliah kayak atau apa, learning is one of those things. Big companies pay top dollar untuk mendapatkan informasi agar
Yes.
mereka juga bisa melakukan yang terbaik gitu kan.
Betul.
Same with us as well gitu. At the end of the day, kita harus we have to be informed. We have to start learning, even though
Smart.
uang tetap penting kawan.
Uang tetap penting. Bukannya kita bilang uang tidak penting ya.
Uang tetap penting ya. Tapi
Betul.
I agree with you. It's just like, we just gotta learn and always
Of course,
continuously learn. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Happy to be here and thank you for tuning in.
Alright, itu dia APMF X Opal, and we still got a lot more speakers coming up. Let's go.